Okay, I'm going to make a video on the cylinder head on the kayo s200. This head actually came off of a Bull 200 that I bought the complete motor for a very reasonable price. Apparently it had a little flood damage because there was some water sitting in the intake. Let me see if we can find a flashlight here real quick so we make this better. There we go. Okay, so looking at the head here, you can see here. If you look in there, you see that big old bump on the right-hand side and the left-hand side there. I'm surprised these heads can work as well as they do, really. So all that has to be ported out of there in the pocket. It's just tremendous amount of airflow disruption there. You have the same thing in the exhaust side on both sides of the bowl. Now as far, and then also if you can see that little lip right around the edge of the valve seat on the exhaust side, that shrouds the valve and disrupts your flow. So that has to be all smoothed out right here. See how the screwdriver catches on it? And then if you can see it right in here, right here, this bump right here, boom, that has to come out. Now let's look at the intake side of the port here. It's hard to make a video one-handed. Something doesn't want to sit still. So looking down the intake port's not bad. Other than we'll take and match it to the port. You can use a little bit of cleanup. Goes in, there's a sharp edge right here all the way around, so we'll blend that in. Work on the long turn, or the short turn of the radius is pretty nice. Then you come up to where the valve guide goes through. There's a bunch of material in there that needs to come out. The exhaust port, on the other hand, has a huge amount of material that needs to come out. I don't know if you can see that with the right where the valve guide comes through. It's a huge hump of material that can be removed. And then the short side radius, it's got a nice long taper to it, and then also be able to open the port up probably a 2 millimeters all the way around, so you make it 2 millimeters larger, because the crush gasket that's in there shows you where the carbon ring is and how much meat can be taken out of there. Now they do come with a nice double valve spring, and the valves are fairly decent looking. I'll tell you, if you don't have one of these tools right here, you can get them really inexpensively off of eBay, called a motorcycle valve spring compressor. They work good. They got a couple different sizes for valves and pockets, and so what you do is you put this one without a hole in it down here, and you adjust it up to meet your valves. Then you use this side here, crank it down, and you can compress the spring and get the keepers out. You want to make sure not to lose those keepers, because those damn things go flying everywhere. So there's a quick update on the kayo s200 head and the porting work I'm going to be doing to it. So this one's a spare one. The original head's still on the machine. I got it so that way I can do this work and not have it down and not running. So this one will get ported, put on the machine, and then the turbo will go on eventually. I got another aftercooler showed up today. It's much smaller. Thanks for watching.